Welcome back to our Nuxeo University course on Content Type Model. In this video, you will learn how to create a vocabulary that we'll use to fill in the claim categories of our document type. Vocabularies are lists of key and value pairs used to offer a list of options a user can choose from in order to fill in a document property. In Nuxeo Studio, head to the Vocabularies menu. Press New and name your vocabulary to create one. First thing you will notice is that different kinds of vocabularies will be offered. Simple vocabularies are recommended when you have a flat list of values. When you need to have several levels for your entries, choose the hierarchical vocabulary option. Finally, in case you started by creating a simple vocabulary and need to add more levels to it later on, you can always do so by creating children vocabularies. If you already know that you will need several levels though, we recommend using hierarchical vocabularies. They usually provide better performance. Adding vocabulary entries is pretty straightforward. Give them an ID, a label, mark them as obsolete if they should not be displayed to your users, but they still need to be kept in the database, and, optionally, order them by setting a number in the corresponding column, considering that entries will be ordered in ascending order. Simply note that every ID should remain unique in a given vocabulary. Depending on your vocabulary size, you might wish to import or reference an existing vocabulary file instead of adding entries one by one. Vocabularies containing fewer than 100 entries can be imported using a CSV file. Once in the system, you can edit the vocabulary directly from Studio. However, if you need to edit any of the information, you will need to edit the CSV and re-import the file. Once saved, the vocabulary can be used in any schema and layout. When creating a directory property, you can select your vocabulary to associate it from the field Advanced Settings in the Schema tab of your document type. Later, as you will be using the property in layouts, the corresponding visual element to display it will automatically be selected. Nuxeo Platform will also enforce at its core level that only existing values in the vocabulary can be set. As soon as your configuration is deployed, the vocabulary entries can also be managed by members of the power users or administrator groups by going into the administration screen. For this reason, the vocabulary creation policy is a crucial detail that should not be overlooked. In Studio, you can choose from 3 policies when creating a vocabulary. Selecting the Always policy is the most appropriate while developing the application. Every time your configuration is deployed, anything that was changed in Studio will be available because the vocabulary will be completely reset. Any changes made in Nuxeo Platform by users, however, will be lost. The Don't Override Existing Values policy works the other way around. If the vocabulary exists, then no change made in Studio will be reflected in Nuxeo Platform's side. But users will be free to manage it in Nuxeo Platform as they wish. This setting is recommended when your application is about to go live or is already live. Finally, the Never policy doesn't do anything, as its name indicates. It should be chosen when a vocabulary is kept for historical reasons, but has no more relevant purpose in the application. In our use case, we will create a simple vocabulary called claim_type. Once validated, we set the creation policy to always in order to be sure to have the exact set of values in the platform. As we have a small number of values, we won't use the CSV import or any other reference file. Finally, we'll create manually the multiple claim type entries and save it. Our vocabulary is now created. All we have to do is jump to the claim document type configuration, edit the claim type field, and indicate that we want to link this property to our vocabulary. Simple, isn't it?